What's up? Hello, my beautiful light beings. Welcome to Starseed Saturday, where we're going to be talking about all of the astrology. Crazy week coming up. Lots of things happening in the next 2 weeks as we move into Taurus. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. As we move into Taurus, and we have all of these aspects happening with Pluto, with Uranus, with Mercury. So we're going to talk all about it. And then I'm going to go ahead and give you the elemental reading, which is air, earth, water, and fire signs. Okay, so we're going to get into that. Make sure you stick around. Right now, we're just catching a nice vibe. Let me see if I can find my lighter. We're catching a nice vibe. I'm out here saging and protecting your space. Grand rising, greatest of beautiful risings. Hello, hello, and welcome. Okay, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm super thrilled, super excited to be here. Okay, I'm sending you nothing but love on this Saturday. Look at, you see the smoke rising? I don't know if you can see the smoke rising, but the filter might not let you, but it's here. It's here. Oh, there we are. Yes. Cleansing your feed. Let's cleanse these cards. Give it some time for people to log on and hop on here. Hello, welcome. Oh, the magician is down here below. Can we talk about that? This is definitely Gemini energy. I love that. All right, talking about elements. We out here catching a vibe. All right, Mercury's doing a lot, so we're going to be seeing a lot in the communication field, and we're going to be talking about that because Mercury is in action right now as it squares a bunch of the other planets. We'll go ahead and talk about what that looks like. The end of April is looking pretty crazy, okay? And not in a bad way. If you know how to transmute this energy, if you know how to use this energy to your advantage, you can actually get a lot done. But it's not going to come without its surprises. It's not going to come without its hardships. So we are definitely going to have to talk about that because I definitely feel like we are moving in a different direction. And it's all about how we use our power, right? We know that we have power. We've learned, hello, beautiful. We've learned that we have power. We've learned that there's so much power in words and how we speak and what we say, right? I think the past year and a half has really taught us the importance of, you know, what we say and how we speak and how we deliver messages. And I think we're really going to be seeing that coming into play this week. It's almost like how do we use our power? How do we deliver this power that we know that we have? And you know, it's great to be able to speak up about what you're doing, and it's great to be able to talk about everything out loud and be raw, but are you being productive when you speak, right? Are you speaking with a foundation? Are you speaking with purpose? Is there a reason, an end game? What are you trying to accomplish when you deliver messages to people? That's really going to come into play this week. And you're going to see it coming into play with others around you, maybe people who aren't as aware as you are. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to go ahead and lower that. So cheers to this beautiful Saturday. Oh, my wings are in the way. I changed my wings today, y'all. It took me a little longer, you know, because I wanted something different. I needed a new look. This fairy needed new wings, okay? I love you all. Cheers to this beautiful Saturday. It is not Stella, it is Celsius, but I don't care, okay? Hi. Cheers to this beautiful Saturday. Vanessa, you joined in this beautiful moment, this perfect time, okay? Cheers. Those of you who are herbal, cheers to y'all. I love y'all. Happy Saturday! All right, let's get this going. So, we're going to talk about these transits. So, we know on the 16th, right? On the 6th, I'll puff. Cheers to the puff, girl. Cheers to the puff, my beautiful herbal users. Oh, I have a surprise for you. Actually, I think this is a good time for me to reveal. And only those of you who are on this live and who see this live will know about it. I'm not going to write about it, okay? But I am going to be releasing a 420 meditation. So it's going to be a guided meditation. I am dividing it between edibles and smokes. So those of you who do an edible, for 420, y'all will have a meditation specifically for you, just for you to enjoy and get the best out of your edible journey. All right, those of you who are smoking or toking for 420, I will have a guided meditation to guide you into a journey with your smokes. This is also for the purpose of teaching people how to use their smokes for spiritual benefit, right? For actually gaining answers and actually being able to see things with their cannabis. I use cannabis in my magic. I use cannabis all the time for many reasons, and we'll talk about that. That's a whole different thing, right? Maybe I'll go live that day and I'll talk about the uses of cannabis and magic and spirituality. It really has a bad stigma. We gotta kill that shit, right? We're in a different realm, different times. Hello? Okay, so let's get to it. Hello, hi, welcome, love. So let's get to it. We're gonna talk about what has happened, bring us all the way here to what is going on. So on the 16th of April, if I'm not mistaken, let me double check my notes. I have 3 pages worth of notes, but we're gonna go through them really fast, I promise. Okay, the sun entered Pluto, I believe, the sun squared Pluto, I believe, on April 16th. Sun squaring Pluto is a really big deal. Sun squaring Pluto is it comes with like a little bit of a volatile energy. So just so that I can put this into, perspective for you all, Pluto is transform or die, right? Pluto is you either get your shit together or you'll get gone, right? I'm gonna show you why you should have gotten your shit together before. Pluto is also the planet of, death, the planet of scarcity, the planet of he just likes to come in and mess shit up. Okay, but it's with a purpose. It's with a purpose because it's meant for you to restructure, realign, readjust, right? Pluto teaches you that failure isn't necessarily a setback, but more of a readjustment, taking a look at what you need to fix. Okay, and when the sun squares Pluto, squares are very harsh aspects in astrology. Squares usually bring some kind of volatile energy. It brings some kind of fight, some kind of discord. A square is not that great in astrology, okay? So when the sun, which is, what brings clarity, brings things to light, what shows you things, when the sun is now squaring Pluto, okay, you have now these planets that are, the sun is now showing you all of the ways in which transformation needs to occur. So that happened on the 16th. So maybe on the 16th, which was what, yesterday? So maybe yesterday you might have been feeling a little bit tired. Maybe yesterday you might have been feeling, some of us felt really energized. I just felt the need to go really inside, right? Pluto does that to you. Pluto is 8th house energy, Scorpio energy, very internal, very about the mind, about like in here. What are you feeling? And that's one thing that Scorpio does great, is that Scorpio really does analyze and assess, and just 8th house in general really analyzes and assess the inner workings of the self. Okay, the inner workings, the inner thoughts, and how your spirit, how your mind is working with those aspects within you. So super important, sun squaring Pluto. I mean, and now it's even more important because now we have Mercury in the mix, right? So now Mercury is squaring Pluto, and this is happening today. Today is a really big day, astrologically speaking, and I will say this, okay, because this is, this energy doesn't just remain while planets are in the transit, right? The energies linger for a few days before or after they linger. So you can be feeling this. If you are someone who struggles with mental illness, and we got to be honest about this, okay? We got to have these conversations because in the spiritual community, we like to act like mental illness is not a thing. All right, mental illness is a dis-ease of the mind, a dis-ease of the body, a dis-ease of how we are processing energy. That's how I look at mental illness. It's not necessarily, a chemical imbalance. It's an energetic imbalance. Okay, so Mercury square Pluto, the sun squaring Pluto, these are very harsh aspects for people who struggle with depression, people who struggle with, just being social, just revealing themselves and actually speaking out. These are very harsh aspects. People who struggle with addiction. Okay, if you feel like you're not addicted to drugs, but you just have an obsessive personality. Okay, you're someone who maybe compulsively shops, someone who maybe compulsively has sex. I mean, it's real. Okay, I don't judge anybody. Those of you who compulsively have sex are really gonna be struggling this week, and I would say, do your best. Do your best. Maybe buy some extra toys. I don't know, but protect yourselves. This is a very sexual energy this week. We have all of these Pluto energies coming into play. It will kind of slow down after the 24th, and we'll talk about that because this is Mars moving into Cancer. So with Mercury square Pluto, that's going to be the 17th to the 18th. That's this weekend. Check on your friends. Okay, check on the people that you know are more likely to dive inward when it comes to problems and situations, because those people are not doing so well. Okay, Mercury square Pluto, you have to be mindful about what you say right now. There's a rawness coming from people. There's a truth, right? Mercury square Pluto, what it does really well is that it brings up this need for people to speak their truth. It brings up this rawness of, I'm not doing this anymore. I need to change, right? I need to fucking do something, right? If I don't speak up about this right now, so there's gonna be a lot of people feeling like they're at a breaking point, all right? And that's normal. That's part of the transit. It's this feeling, that's what squares do. They bring you to this place of like a challenge that makes you just want to break out of the situation, break out of the skin, okay? And for someone who struggles with depression, someone who struggles with anxiety, someone who struggles, they may not handle that energy very well, okay? They may not be equipped to handle that energy. And if you're someone who can help, definitely go ahead and step in and check on those people. If you are someone who in the past has maybe dealt with these energetic imbalances within yourself, okay, then you want to be mindful and remind yourself that these are the transits, okay? If you're feeling sad, I love you too, babe. If you're feeling sad, if you're starting to feel any kind of detriment or depression within inside, okay, make sure that here in Florida, it's not helping because here in Florida, it's rainy season, okay, for us. But make sure, hi, beautiful, there's my Isa. Oh, I caught her live yesterday. I love her. Check her out. She sells rocks. She's my crystal dealer, okay, my crystal dealer. So if you are in this weekend, if you are in a space where maybe it's raining, or maybe like there are things that are adding to this energy, I would say you want to stay out of the mental, okay? Stay out of the mental processing of things, especially if you are a mercurial driven person. So if you have a lot of Gemini in your chart, if you have a lot of Virgo in your chart, if you have a lot of these mercurial, even air signs in general have a tendency to go very much inside the head. If you have one of those personalities and you know it, this is a good time for you to start telling yourself out loud, physically, saying, these are not my thoughts. These are the transits, okay? Things are not as bad as they seem. The transits are making things heavier. Continue to tell yourself that things are not as bad as they seem, because what happens is this Mercury square Pluto energy brings up an energy of like suspicion. This may be a time where trust issues are raised in relationships, right? And people start to question each other. People start to have questions about each other. This may also be a time where things that have been repressed and resented comes up. Right? People may start talking about things and you'll be like, what the hell? Like, that happened years ago. Why are you even bringing that up? This is this transit, okay? You may have people who start to act weird around you and can no longer hold on to how they feel, and they feel like they have to just blurt things out. And for you, it's random. So pay attention, right? For you, it may be random. For them, these are things that they've been holding on to for a long time, or vice versa. All right, so just pay attention to that. Let me just see, make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, yeah, obsessive energy. Those of you who have obsessive energies with work, with whatever it is, right? This is a time for you to be mindful and place boundaries with yourself. Be honest about those things, okay? Don't allow yourself to fall into deep holes because of this transit. This transit is lasting but a few days, and then we're right back up, okay? Instead, it's almost like when we look at the chart, I'm almost seeing like this battle of light and dark, because Venus moved into Taurus. We have all of these beautiful energies of love. Venus is in her home in Taurus. She's in her, she's exalted is what we call it, right? Venus is exalted. And I mean, I'm not gonna add genders to planets because that's not very nice. So we're not adding genders to planets, but Venus is exalted in Taurus, okay? Venus is very much in love. So let's shift our focus and shift our energy in that direction, right? Falling in love, allowing ourselves to have the rose glasses on. This is a good time to allow yourself to get carried away by love. The problem, and the reason why I'm saying that you have this balance of dark and light, is because while all this love is happening, while these rose glasses are here, right, we have this illumination of the truth that we can't hide, right? Truths that we can no longer keep to ourselves. We may see a lot of people come out about sexual assault, right? We may see some new stories about people going through sexual assault. Maybe new celebrities come out talking and telling their stories. You may hear of somebody who went through that, or somebody may reveal to you that they have experienced that. That's real. That happens throughout these transits, okay? And we need to be supportive of that. We need to be supportive of our community, all right? Fears. Oh, fears is a big one. I have a giant transmission that I'm working on for you all about fears regarding what happened with Dante Wright and everything that's going on. Hi. But we think about it, and I'm just like, the fear that we all, and it's funny because we're not talking about the fear, we're all experiencing the fear. Everyone has their own fear about what's going on. We're all experiencing it on a collective level. No one's really talking about it because we're all stuck in the energy of pointing fingers, of not, everyone's right, everyone's in there. And this is the way the planets are set up. It's set up so that we can be like this, right? Like, so that we can have a close look at each other. The problem is that we're not looking at each other, right? That's a whole other story. We'll talk about that. But now, we will be having Mars and Jupiter sextiling. And this is going to bring mental acceleration. This is Mercury's going to be sextiling Mars and Jupiter. This is going to be bringing some heavy mental stimulation. This is why I'm saying, if you're someone who struggles with depression, if you're someone who struggles with anxiety, this energy of heavy mental stimulation that's going on is going to exasperate that. So how do we avoid that? How do we avoid diving into those moments where we are drowned by our thoughts? I'm a Gemini, okay, with a Cancer moon. My thoughts go like this, all right, all the time. And it may not even be something that's like bad. It may not even, but I'm already like 10,000 steps ahead. I'm already thinking about the detriment before it's even happened. But I'm preparing. In my mind, I'm like, this is preparation, okay? If I think about it, I'm aware of it. I know it's gonna happen and I can prepare for it, right? This is not the time to do that. This is not the time to do that. What this is a good time for is applying that mental acceleration to the long-term plans that you have had. So those of you who have, really been mulling over a long-term plan, those of you who, have been sitting on something for a long time, this week will be a great week to do that. Hello, my love, welcome. This week will be a great week to do that, right? Step into that. Hi, Carl. Oh, hi, love. So this will be a great week to do that. You'll be able to really present new projects. This energy supports public speaking and speaking your truth. So those of you who maybe are stepping into mission and have decided to step into mission and put forth a big project, this is a great week to do that. This is a time with Jupiter sextile Mercury, we have a big expansion energy, right? This is the time for you to present opportunities because they're gonna grow. Okay, this is the time where a lot of the opportunities that maybe were once presented to you now come with little gifts attached. It's like, oh wait, because you waited, right? Because you waited, because you took your time, because you were planning, because you didn't rush or impulse into things, you are now receiving a little extra. Okay, we love that because Venus and Taurus helps that out. That's why I'm saying it really depends on which energy you want to dive into, right? Which energy do you want to dive into? Do you want to be on the side where you're, accelerating your work, you're advancing in your career, you're pushing things through, or do you want to be in the side that's drowning in the volatile? Volatile is a really big word today. I've been using that word a lot today. I don't know why. I don't normally use that word. If you want to be stuck in these mentalities, these cycles, these burdens that continue to go, you can get sucked into that. Okay, you can easily get sucked into that. One thing that goes wrong, one thing that goes out of alignment, because we do have this element of fearing the failure, right? That Mercury square Pluto energy is like, that's failure talking to you in your ear and saying, don't do it, you're gonna fuck up. Okay? Are you sure you want to do that? Yeah, hell yeah, I'm sure I want to do that shit. Do that shit with strength. Do that shit with might. Okay, those Venus and Taurus, the sextiles will help you do that shit with might. Speak it with strength. Okay, if you're gonna put forth that throat chakra, make sure you put forth that throat chakra with might, with confidence. This isn't the time for half-ass. All right, you're either here or you're here. There is no middle ground here, is what I'm trying to tell you. You're teeter-tottering. And if you fall in either direction, it's going to be a deep fall. So which side do you want to be on? All right. And it's going to be easier said than done because the people around you can control how you feel. You can control how you react. But you can't control how others feel and how others react. I love you. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. This is a perfect time for you all to really just, and I say this a lot, observe the energy. You should always be in a state where you're observing energy and you're not directly impacted by the energy. Okay? Yeah, look, it says presenting new projects. Also, be mindful of mental isolation. Okay? Those of you who have a tendency to isolate when your minds get full. Okay? When your minds get full, when you start to feel like you're thinking about too much, you're worrying about too much, you have too much in your mind, it's like you're giving all this, you start to feel drained. And that's how you're going to know this weekend and this coming week which side you're on. Okay? Because if after certain interactions with certain people, you start to feel drained, okay, then you're teetering on the wrong side. You're teetering on the wrong side. Yes, you start a new business. Yesterday was you know what? That's how you know you're in alignment, when you move with the transits and you don't even know it. Okay? Because yesterday was the perfect time. I freaking love that. Yes. Yes. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. I support all of you who are starting new businesses. Hit me up. Let me know. I love posting on people. I love, shouting y'all out, my beautiful entrepreneurs out here doing the damn thing. Okay? Congrats. Yes. Okay? Always be successful. Let's talk about that. Yes. Let's talk about that. I love it. So, Mars is going to be trining Jupiter and the Sun. And this is where I'm telling y'all, okay? Hi. Hey, babe. And this is what I'm telling y'all. This Mars trining Jupiter and the Sun is perfect for long-term project implementation. Okay, this isn't a planning phase anymore. This is a go, go, go. We're now, placing the seed in the soil. If the soil's been covered, we're watering. Okay, we're watering, especially as Mars begins to move into Cancer. That's a really big deal. So from now to the 23rd, all right, let me give you a little organization here because my thoughts is crazy. All right, let me see where we're at. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anything else with, Sun square Pluto. I did mention that the relationships are being tested. Things may feel like they're failing. Oh, here's another one. So the transits with Pluto, the dark side, we're going to call it, right? The dark side. Step into the dark side. So the Sun square Pluto, okay, is going to bring this desire for control. So that's going to add on, again, which side you're going to be on, right? That's going to add on more to what we were talking about, your need to feel like you're in control. So another thing that you can do is release that need to feel like you need to be in control. Maybe set things up for yourself in a way where you feel like you have some kind of control. Organization is big for that. Prioritizing is big for that. Figure out what it is that comes first, what comes second, so that way you feel like you have some kind of control. And when things don't go your way, you know that it's not because of anything that you did wrong, but because things that were out of your control. Okay, you know that you did your best in the situation to warrant control. So that's how we get past some of that Sun square Pluto. Another thing, we may see some fanaticism come up. So we may see like people really pushing their ideas onto them and really thinking like, this is it. This is the way. This is it. The fucking crazy ass. Stay away from that shit, okay? If anybody comes at you with any fanaticism about anything, that's another thing, right? We're talking about identities. I think it was the Leo King that was talking about choosing your narrative, right? Choosing your identity, and how the things that you've gone through, your trauma and things like that, do not define you. And there are so many people who are still holding on to narratives and stories, and not just necessarily past narratives, but current narratives too, okay? You're a sovereign being. You are not connected to any of these ideologies. You may believe in some of these ideologies. You may feel like some of that is true, but at the end of the day, none of that is with you. What do you take when you die? Do you take any of that with you? Do you think in your next life you think like that too? No. Right? So disconnecting, this is what I'm talking about. Objectivity is where it's at. All right? Objectivity is the ultimate state of peace. Because in objectivity, you get to just witness everything as is in its existence. You get to learn and opt. This is kind of like the same thing with spirituality. We're in the same boat, right? We're not sitting here diving into just one religion. We're diving into different aspects of religion and learning, because at the end of the day, it's one whole. We're one globe, one everything, right? So that's another thing too. Be mindful of stories that you're holding on to, stories that other people are putting onto you. That's very Sun square Pluto, is people throwing narratives at people, okay? And making others believe their narratives. Chill out, okay? So let's move into the 22nd. So from the 22nd to the 23rd, things kind of kick up. And after the 23rd, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, after the 23rd, once we go into Taurus season, I'm very curious to see what's gonna happen, because we have some major transits happening. I think for the next week or so, I'm probably gonna be doing astrology heavy, because we do have to talk about all of these energies. There could be a lot of revealing. There could be a lot of people backtracking and taking things back that they didn't mean to say, or realizing they were wrong. So we'll talk about that. Now, April 22nd to the 23rd, okay? Scoot out of my way. Yes, okay, I love it. So, Venus conjuncts Uranus at 0 degrees between the 22nd and the 23rd of April. So, commitments, they get a little shaky. Those of us who suck at committing to plans, please don't make plans because you're not going to go through. Okay? As a Gemini, I'm that type of like, yeah, I'm down. The next day, if you ask me again, I'll be like, maybe not. Maybe not even the next day, the next hour. Maybe not. Okay. Wow, the 23rd is your birthday. Okay. Happy birthday, sis. Let's all give a happy birthday. Okay. Love it. I love it. Happy Earth Strong. Okay. Happy solar return. So many. All for you, sis. All for you. Cheers to your birthday. Okay. So, from the 22nd to the 23rd, this transit on the 22nd and 23rd is going to be very difficult for those who struggle with power struggles of authority, okay, or power struggles within themselves. People who really struggle with independence, okay. The 22nd to the 20th, like for me, my independence is everything. I don't care what I'm doing, where I'm at. If I start to feel micromanaged, I'm out. Don't micromanage me. I don't care. Okay? I don't give a shit. We're not doing that up in here. Do I look like a child? I'm not. I can act like one. Okay. So your independence gets tested, y'all. And this can look like maybe figures of authority at work reprimand you about something. Maybe something happens at work. Maybe you start to feel enclosed in what you're doing with the home. Maybe you're starting to feel restricted with the way you're living your life, and you're feeling like something needs to change, right? Maybe it's your finances. Something goes wrong with your finances and it starts to make you feel restricted, and you feel like, damn it, I wish I had my financial independence. All of that starts to come up. Your independence gets really shaky from the 22nd to the 23rd. You may experience sudden changes. And when we say that, I'm talking about, for example, whoever you're talking to romantically may do something really, unexpected, or, may just tell you something that was out of the blue. Maybe they do something nice for you. Who knows? All of that is definitely possible from the 22nd to the 23rd. I will say that if you are into investments and financial, messing in the market, it's going to be a very risky week. And that's not to say not to do it. If you have it and you like to be risky with your money, this is it. Because this is literally like anything can happen. You can either, boom, become a millionaire, or boom, become broke. Okay? So if you want to take the risk, take the risk. That's on you. I'm just letting you know it's a very risky business from the 22nd to the 23rd. Okay? So watch that. Mercury is going to be conjunct Uranus on the 24th, and that's very high energy. So those of you who struggle with ADHD or any high energy kind of diseases in the body or misplacements of energy, you might want to find a way to be outside on the 24th. If you have kids, okay, we all know kids are very high energy. If you have kids, the 24th is a good time to plan to be outside. Those of you who have high sprung, like deal with high energy imbalances where you're always on a high energy, maybe you're anxious, maybe you have ADHD, you want to be outside, do something outdoors, walk, move, dance, I don't know. Be active. You need somewhere for all of this energy to go. Otherwise, you're going to really be feeling it here. So you're going to feel that pressure. You're going to feel that weight of that energy on you. Go release that energy. 24th. From the 24th to the 25th, maybe, go outside. Okay. Also, the 24th is not a good day for negotiations. It's a good chance of things being very misunderstood. Hello, beautiful. Look at my angelic soul. Hi, gorgeous. I got new wings. You like? So it's also a day where really bad procrastination can happen. Be patient with yourself, okay? Thanks, babe. It's the filter. So this is a day when really bad procrastination can happen. Make lists. If you have important things to do on the 24th, make sure you make a list so you can stay on task, so that you don't lose yourself in the transit, because on the 24th you really can just get lost in all of the high energy and project and want to do so many things and end up doing nothing, okay, because you'll get distracted. So be mindful of that on the 24th. Be active with your kids. Go say hi. Go do something nice, fun. Good time to get out. On the 24th, we also have, let me just double check and make sure that I'm not missing anything. Okay, we're almost done, y'all. So on the 24th, we're going to have Mars moving into Cancer from the 23rd to the 24th. And this is where things get interesting. Next week's astrology is going to be epic, like for the end of April. Now, Mars moving into Cancer, I look at this in two ways. One, Mars moving into Cancer can be very detrimental to what's going on right now, and I'll explain why that energy can be a little bit detrimental. But Mars in Cancer can also be very nurturing. When I think about Mars in Cancer, I think about the soldier coming home. All right. And not that Mars is coming home in the sign of Cancer, because that's not its sign, but that's not its house. But Cancer is the home. Cancer is the nurturer. Cancer is the mom, right? Cancer is love. Okay. When Mars, Mr. Soldier, Mr. Fighting, Mr. God of War, comes into Cancer, hello, hi. When Mars comes into Cancer, okay, it's almost like Cancer grabs hold of this energy and just kind of nurtures it. And I look at it that way. There's two ways. Again, we'll talk about both ways. But if you use it towards good, you can almost use it to tame the fire, tame how you speak, tame how you react to things. Okay, there's that. Hello, peace. I love to have you all here. Welcome to this beautiful space. I love to see y'all here. But Mars in Cancer can really bring that on. It's a good time for you to test how you react to things. And if you're reacting with love, right? Cancer is it's the nurturer. Cancer keeps the home together. How does Cancer thrive? How does Cancer survive that when the God of War steps into her house? Cancer tames the demon. Cancer tames the beast. Cancer says, this is my home, and in this house, we act with love. Okay, in this house, we talk about emotions. We don't just speed through them. Okay, in this house, emotions matter. Okay, so very beautiful energy if you think about it, if you're willing to look at it on the other end, if you're willing to look past the fire of Mars. Now, the other side of that is the side that we don't really like to talk about. It's the side that a lot of astrologists are now pointing out, but I don't like to just point out the bad. There's good and bad in everything. There's dark. I don't like good and bad. There's dark and light in everything, okay? And that's not necessarily good or bad. So Mars moving into Cancer can also bring some over dramatizing of emotions. We think about how Cancerians can be very explosive. Cancerians can be very drama. But people think of drama in a bad way, but it's a very explosive emotion. They're very emotional, very in tune with the moon. Okay, so yes, the moon, Mars moving into Cancer can bring threats. And when I think about that, because Cancer is very protective of the self. When Cancer feels it's a crab. What happens when a crab doesn't feel safe? A crab kind of hides in its shell. Cancer feels Mars moving into Cancer can feel very overprotective, very and you might want to get into that energy, right? Some of you may feel like you want to get, especially with Venus in Taurus. Some of you may be feeling, and the sun moving into Taurus, some of you may be feeling that need to kind of retract and rest. And if you're feeling that, that's okay. Allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to be nurtured and loved by that energy. Especially if you're like a fire sign and you've been running on smokes this entire Aries season, this is a good time for you to put the smokes out. Okay, for you to allow yourself to rest. as a global, like looking at it from what's going on right now, I can see this being a very heavy energy to bear on the collective because of its possibilities of being overly dramatic, because of the fact that it does come with threatening feelings, right? You are feeling a little bit threatened. The soldier is coming to the very calm, nurturing house. Okay, so initially, yes, it's gonna feel like, you need to back up a little bit. You're gonna feel a little bit threatened. You're gonna feel a little bit out of whack, out of sync. You'll probably be feeling moody, right? You'll probably be feeling moody. You're probably feeling emotional. Probably like you may be noticing more manipulation in people. People are easily emotionally manipulated. I wouldn't be surprised if the media starts to use emotional things to promote agendas. Okay, starts to tap into some areas really soft in the heart. Maybe we'll start seeing, some very emotional commercials that are promoting certain agendas or promoting certain things. I wouldn't be surprised if that starts to happen. But there's a lot of emotional manipulation that comes with Mars in Cancer. People tend to feel like they are offended easily, right? There's an easy offense, and that can be, look at what's happening now. Right? Everyone is very high strung, very high end, very on edge about everything. Imagine Mars moving into Cancer. We now have a very sensitive collective to work with. So I'm honestly preparing myself. I'm one of those signs. I'm one of those people who I'm very raw when I speak. I'm blunt. I'm gonna say it how it is, and sometimes it comes out a little bit ratchet. I'm not gonna lie, because sometimes I'm just like, but why? Like, I'm very passionate when I speak, and through my mission, I've had to learn how to be a little bit more productive with the things that I say. And this goes back to the conversation we were having earlier, right? We now know that we have this power, this beautiful God-given power to speak our truth, to, make changes that work. How are we using this Mars in Cancer energy? How we use it is going to be very important. We can use it to hurt, to scare, to provide threats, to make people feel very uncomfortable. That's one side of the coin. All right. There's also a victimization that comes with Mars in Cancer. Why me? Why me? Woe is me. Okay. We can use that. We can dive into that energy. Okay. As a collective, I feel like we can't be any more there than what we already are. Right? We're already a collective that's very sensitive. We're already a collective that, feels victimized in some way or another. We don't need to add to that. So the other side of this coin is that we play the nurturer, that we go into the Cancerian energy, that we place emotions as a priority. But we have to play with the other transits. We have to play with the transits that allow us to be playful about those emotions, that allows us to be strategic, that allows us to take a close look and view and peer into the truth and depths of those emotions. These transits happening this week is going to be useful for allowing you to gain clarity in those areas that once Mars moves into Cancer, you won't, it's like, it'll be like this, because your emotions will take over. So now that logic, Mercury, right? Now that logic is in play very heavily and showing you and revealing and traveling. Now that Mercury is giving you all of this energy for clarity for you to see, take advantage. So once Mars moves into Cancer, you know how you move. You know how you move. And that's with everything. Okay, remember, no attaching yourselves to narratives. You are your own narrative that you are creating, and anytime you move past something, you're dropping a narrative and picking up a new one. You're not attached to any narrative. You're attached to your being, your higher mission, and that is that. Anything else, any other narrative that you pick up is man-made. Okay, that shit's being created for their own purposes, their own missions. But what about yours? This week is going to heavily talk to you and ask you, okay, what about yours? I love it. I love to see it. Don't fall into the mental isolation. That's a really, really big one. And yeah, that was my astrology chat. We're going to move into la cartas, okay? I'm going to take a sip of water because, damn, my sis is thirsty. So let me know how y'all feel about that astrology. Any questions that you all have about the astrology, feel free to reach out. I have some great astrology teachers that I can point you in the direction of as resources, okay? Phoebe, Temple of the Goddess, she was my spiritual doula. She does great astrology chats every week. I love her. The Leo King, we have a bunch of people out there, your resources that are amazing for astrology. But remember, even when you're looking up resources, you must come to your own conclusion, okay? Gather resources so you can create your own truth, all right? Don't go out here listening to people and then regurgitating information. That's not what this is about. What do you resonate with? I'm saying. I feel like too many people idolize other people, and it's like, nah. I don't idolize nobody except for God. I don't idolize anybody. God. And because I am made and created in the image of God, then you idolize yourself, right? You love yourself. And then you love your brothers and sisters. Because you can't love them if you don't love you. All right. So, let's get into these cards. I'm not sure what we're going to start with yet. Cheers, cheers, cheers once again. I haven't even touched my drink. Cheers. Beautiful Saturday. It's not alcohol, y'all. So. But if you're drinking alcohol, no judgment. Go for it. I love it. Woo. All right. I'm going to call into space. Call this sacred space. Call this sacred circle. Take a deep breath. Be with me in this moment. Hello, my beautiful mama, Temple of the Goddess. I just called you out. I just called you out and told people to check out your astrology. I love you. So, let's call in this circle. Let's call in this space. Let's take a deep breath in. And exhale. Ooh, welcome into this sacred space. I'm so happy to have you here. Your ancestors, our guides, everybody, they are all here surrounding us. We thank you all for being present. We thank you all for using me as a channel to deliver messages. For all of those who are present and all those who will be watching. I love it. I'm sending you so much love and support. Thank you for your protection and your guidance. As above, so below. Ashe. Oh, 11 people. I love it. Hello, hello. Hi. All right, so we're going to get into the elemental readings. I'm not sure who's going to go first. I'm going to actually just do it here. Although I feel like it should be Gemini because we got this magician down here. Powerful, powerful. Not Gemini, air signs. But let's see who's going to go first. I'm going to be fair. Because I can't be biased just because I'm a Gemini, okay? I'm going to be fair. It should really be earth signs first because we're moving into Taurus season already, okay? So I think Taurus is the 19th. But we're still technically in Aries. Let's see. I feel like air signs really want to talk. I just saw the star sign, the star card. All right, air signs. Y'all got to chill out. All this mercurial energy. I got to chill out. Yes, me please. I do the personal questions at the end. So at the end of the elemental signs reading, you could definitely get your personal question. Absolutely. Okay, earth signs, go first. I said it, right? Didn't I say talk about Taurus? Earth signs, my earth signs, you are up first. And you're going to start off with the Queen of Pentacles? Okay, I totally see that. All right, we're going to start off with my beautiful earth signs. Tag an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If you know a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, send them this live. This is for them. Okay, let us go. Let's see. We're not taking those. All right, what is the lesson for my beautiful earth signs? My beautiful earth signs, what is the lesson for my beautiful earth signs? And this is for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I love it. Any one of those placements. If you have Earth sign in any of the placements, this is for you. All right, what's the lesson for my beautiful Earth signs? What's the lesson for my beautiful Earth signs? I'm not gonna lie, my hands are frozen. It's the only way I can keep my dogs quiet is if it's like, I don't know, 20 degrees in this apartment. So my hands are frozen. Oh, honesty. Ooh, Taurus. What are we being honest about? At the bottom, we got peace. What are we being honest about? And I keep saying Taurus. It's cause Phoebe's here. I keep saying Taurus. Earth signs. What's being hidden? What do you not see coming this week? My Earth signs. What is being hidden for you? What do you not see coming? A transition to the spirit realm. Wow. Okay. This is about to go deep, deep. All right. We're going to take out the remainder of the cards and see what the message is for my beautiful Earth signs. Energy of a 7 already. Let's talk about that. Okay. Energy of a 7 comes out again. Okay. Wow. So we're dealing with 7. Some of you may see 777 a lot. These are usually very, to me, 7 is a very magical number. It's very angelic. It's very angel written. Like, it's like heavenly to me when I think of 7s. Wow, the Magician came out again. Stop. Y'all know this Magician has been trying to come out. Okay. So I'm shooketh. Okay. So Magician to me is also Virgo energy, so I'm not surprised. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. Okay. So I do see my beautiful Earth signs coming out of some kind of illusion that they created for themselves. It's almost like realizing and waking up to some truths that they had to kind of face for themselves. Some of you may have already gone through this process, and some of you are now entering this process where you're kind of realizing that something isn't what you thought it was, or things have to be done a little bit differently. You're going in a different direction. There's a need for you to be honest. I do see like there is some kind of, to me, the 7 of Cups in reverse is some kind of truth coming forth. And the card says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So again, there is something that you all are finally being honest with yourself about. There's something that, or maybe this is somebody who is finally being honest with you, but I do really feel like this is self-work. This feels very high up here. Magician energy. This is someone who has had to bring in everything that they have to create what they currently what they're currently in. Okay, this is someone who is having to figure it out on their own. I'm seeing someone who's creating their own path, and it's like very difficult because you almost don't know how to go or like where to step in next, because you've never been down this road before, right? And it's hard for you to ask people for advice because those around you haven't been down this road before. You're creating it for yourself. So I could see you, I would caution you, right? Because you have 2 energies here and right here. I would caution you, okay? Capricorn energy. This to me is also Taurus energy. This is that Mercury square Pluto energy, okay? This staying inside your head, this going really deep in your conscious, okay? Overthinking energy. To me, because the way that it looks, for me, it's a little bit different. Because it looks like, it won't show on camera the way it looks, but the Devil is first, this one's second, this one's third. To me, and there's that duality here, a contract. Some of y'all may have gotten into a contract sometime around the Aries new moon. You may have signed some kind of contract or may have spoken about some kind of contract, but here I do see a need to bring your light and dark together. The High Priestess and the Devil together both speak of dualities. This is light and dark. Okay, this is bringing together what you've been challenged with, right? And bringing it into work with you. Your challenges, bringing it to work with you. Yeah, like using your challenges to recreate. Like, it's like you're creating a house out of mud or something like that. And not in that sense, but it's like whatever it is that you went through. And some of you are in your head about this. Some of you, I see y'all, some of y'all are in agony. This Nine of Swords is like overthinking. Do I go this way? Do I go this way? And I think they're trying to tell you that you can alchemize a way to bridge two things. There's a way for you to make all of it work in your favor, is what they're trying to say. Some of you are diving into spiritual practices. Some of you are starting to get more messages or more visits from spiritual realm. The Chariot here to me speaks of moving forward with a project. They're wanting you to go ahead and finally go. They're wanting you to go ahead and finally put this into practice. There's something here about, a new start, bringing satisfaction. Okay, there's something here about whatever this is going to be bringing you some kind of home stability. Okay, this reminds me of whatever this is bringing y'all some kind of home stability, and it makes you feel really satisfied. It is a new start, though. It does require you to take action on a new start. Okay, hello. It does require y'all to take action on a new start. It may require, there may be some sadness with taking action on this new start. Like, there may be, I don't know why, but I feel like some of y'all are like sadly leaving something behind. Like, y'all don't want to leave something behind, but y'all will have to in order to get this start going. It could be a habit that you all are leaving behind. I'm not sure what this is. But we do see the energy go from a 7 to an 8, which is an escalation in energy. So we were talking about those implementations of long-term plans, and this is what this feels like, Taurus. This feels like you're finally coming out. Some of you are being honest about those limitations that you had for yourself that were keeping you from bringing that in. Some of you are having to balance out your dark and light in order to bring this creation forth. And some of you are having to bring in two opposing forces in order to create something. Okay? Two opposing forces in order to create something. So if you are torn between two decisions, the universe is saying, don't pick. Find a way to make them work. Because you can, because you're the magician. Okay? You can because you're the magician. We're all the signs. Okay, we're all the signs, we're all the cards. Tarot is one entire soul story. Meaning we all have the potential to take these energies on. All right, earth signs. So don't get caught up in the decision. Get caught up in the alchemizing. Get caught up in the action. Take the step forth and everything else will resolve itself. Okay, you got this, earth signs. I love you. Let me know if any of this resonated. Let me know. I love you. Hello. Hi. So I love y'all, earth signs. Mwah. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Right here. All right. Cheers to y'all. Make that decision. Let me know how it goes. I support y'all if it's a new business. Hello. Hi. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, actually, before we move on, Taurus, I keep saying Taurus. Earth sign, real quick, let's get a Starseed message for you. Hey, love. Let's get a Starseed message for you real quick, because I didn't do that. This Mercury energy is going to have me like, you're going to see my stories jumping off the wall. I feel like I was already doing that yesterday. Okay. Big picture energy, okay? Visionary, inspired ideas. We were just talking about that, right? The picture, okay? This is what you see. Taurus, why do I keep saying Taurus? Whoever is a Taurus that I'm talking to, okay? Big picture energy, the visionary energy. This could be also the Taurus energy coming into play as well, okay? The sun moving into Taurus. So this could be that this is the season for y'all to put this out. A lot of signs, a lot of other elements are being told to hold back and chill out and relax and take this break. Earth signs, this is a good time for y'all to move forward. Okay, I love it. I love to see it. So, Starseed said yes. The cards said yes. The astrology said yes. And what do you say? I better hear a yes. Okay. So, we're gonna... I'm wilding. We're gonna take a look at who's next. Let's see. We're gonna do the cards. We're gonna see who's next. Air signs. Y'all keep trying air. I'm just gonna do air signs. Fuck this. I'm just gonna do air signs. Look, Queen of Swords comes out. Okay, air signs. We'll talk. All right, air signs, because y'all being real impatient and pulling me here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I am doing Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Jump to Aquarius. No, this is all of them. This is like an element. It's an air sign reading. But I could definitely, I'm doing private cards at the end. So those of you who want a private reading, like a 1-question reading at the end, I got y'all. Okay? All right, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Lessons. Ooh, air signs, I think air signs are going to be getting hit the most because of all of this mercurial energy. Right, all of this Mercury. Air signs do well with Mercury. However, the other side of all of this Mercury energy, we were talking about it, was the mental distress, the overthinking, and that's one thing that air signs can do best is overthink. So air signs, really be careful this week with overthinking, with jumping to conclusions, with, there might be a lot of suspicions that rise. So just, oh wow, honesty came out again. I'm gonna shuffle. Although honesty kind of is the theme for the Mercury squares right now, right? Remember I said the truths are being revealed. So I'm not surprised that this card keeps coming up, but I'm gonna shuffle again just because it came up for the earth sign. Hello, what's up, my sun god? What's up? I love you. All right. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Ooh, envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. I wonder why that's coming up. That's kind of strange. Okay. We'll see why. Tell me about the air signs. Tell me about my air signs. King of Wands. Tell me about my air signs. 3 of Cups. A bit of competition, air signs. Okay, a little bit of competition, I feel. Ooh, I just heard competing against time. Some of y'all may be feeling like you're competing against time. I just grabbed the zombie decks for my air signs. I didn't mean that. I didn't grab the zombie deck for the other ones. We'll see why. I love that. King of Wands. There's a lot of fire here right now. Some of y'all may be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sag, or someone who has Aries, Leo, Sag in their chart. You may have Aries, Leo, or Sag in your chart. If not, I'll explain what this means. But there is a lot of... Right now, I see Gemini on the chart. 2 of Cups. So you gotta tell me about my air signs because you pulled up. What you gotta tell me about my air signs? It's funny because I had a similar message. This is too many cards. But the Wheel of Fortune did come out, and I'm going to take that one. The Moon, Two of Wands. There's a lot of cards. Queen of Cups. There's a lot of cards. The Wheel of Fortune. I like... The Wheel of Fortune feels right to me. We're going to continue shuffling. Wheel of Cups, Four of Cups. I got the same energy for y'all last time. Okay, air signs. So we do have this King of Wands energy. I keep feeling like there's a fire sign that is looking your way. Okay, there's a fire sign that is watching what you do. So caution that. We have the Three of Cups and the Two of Cups. So the Three of Cups goes to the Two of Cups. This could be the energy of a priority or something being let go of in order to achieve union. Okay, this could be the energy of letting something go in order to achieve union, allowing to me, Three of Cups and Two of Cups is like prioritizing. It's narrowing down on what you want, figuring out what you want, really realizing what unions it is that you want to get into. With the King of Wands, I feel like there's an external person that's watching two people come into union and they don't like it. There's like someone who's watching two people falling in love or reuniting, and this energy is like just watching and they don't like that. There's a Wheel of Fortune. This is a turn of events. This reminds me of the energy that we're going to be having on the 24th and the 23rd. The 23rd and the 24th, don't sugarcoat anything. I'm not even looking at you. You're not even a thought because I have to remain unbiased. So we'll talk. The Wheel of Fortune is changes coming. This is abrupt changes too. This has to do with that Uranus unexpected energies. So we're going to continue pulling a few cards. Air signs, this could also be, this to me is also an energy of feeling kind of pressured and rushed to gain something. It's almost like, this to me is the energy of, you know, and y'all not gonna like this because no air sign likes to talk about this shit, but this is real. This is the energy of watching everybody else achieve or get to certain heights. And it's not envious. It's not like you're like, oh, I want that. It's more like, when is it my turn? When am I gonna get there? Like, I've been putting in all this work and I need, like, where's my rewards, right? This is the energy of where's my rewards? I put in all this fucking effort, all this fucking work, and I am not getting to where I want to be. And sometimes those are signs for realignment, readjustments, needing to shift the perspective and look in a different direction. That's the sign. I mean, that's one thing where I would say the Magician comes up. Okay? And I think that there is going to be a really big shift. And this is the energy of 10. 10 is the energy of karmic resolution, of things coming full circle. King of Pentacles. So something comes in that changes you, that changes drastically. There may be some money coming in for some of you, or this is an opportunity that can cause a really big shift in your life, particularly when it comes to work. So I would say stay mindful to that. This is also Taurus energy, so something may happen as we move into Taurus. So between the 19th of April to the 20th of, May. You may be receiving some kind of job opportunity that really shifts your perspective, really shifts you. Or this could just be a new business venture that really takes you in a different direction. That is going to really make you feel a lot better about how you're viewing the world right now. Because right now, I get this energy of someone who feels like they put too much work into something and they're seeing no results. And it's like, it's impatient. It's like, what the, like, you know how we air signs like to get sometimes when things don't go our way? Okay? I get like that too when things don't go our way. Okay, we're going to get one more card here. Oh, you know what we haven't gotten? The Shadow. So what doesn't my air signs see coming? What don't my air signs see coming? I really don't like that energy. And it's funny because I've been feeling that energy in my own life and I've just been trying to kind of ignore it. A wonderful idea, the aha moment. Yeah, see, this is that shift coming in. So what you don't see coming is a shift that comes in. There's like a big change that comes in and kind of rocks you and makes you question everything that you've been doing right now. I feel like this is going to happen within a month. It's going to bring forth some kind of decision that you need to make. Okay, air signs. I'm not mad at this. It's almost like just as you're about to give up, like as the universe hears you complaining about shit and boom, gives you something. It's like, here, shut the fuck up. I like this energy. I like this energy a lot. This isn't bad. It started off really sticky and I was like, oh, nah, come on, air signs. And now it's like, okay, it makes sense. I do like this. I do see two people coming into union though, or trying to come into union after coming out of this third party, situation. But there definitely is somebody here on the outskirts kind of looking at these two people coming into union and being like, what the fuck? That's very low vibrational though. We're not going to focus on that. We're not going to focus on that. Okay. Okay. Let me get a Starseed message for y'all. And again, I get the feeling that whoever's on the outside looking in, hopefully this isn't you, air sign, watching somebody else come into union with somebody. But I do get this feeling that whoever's watching from the outside is an air sign or has air in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Mars energy. Wow. Okay. I love that because Mars is in Gemini right now anyway, which is an air sign. But the great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict. This is the energy that we have coming up with Mercury square Pluto. We were talking about that the entire time this morning. Mercury square Pluto energy. This is where Mars, right? Once Mars comes into Cancer at the end of the month, we're going to be seeing anything that needs to be severed, any ties that were meant to fall off that you still haven't taken off, that it's not going to last. Okay? This is where that energy, that Mars into Cancer energy, it's like if you've been nurturing a dead plant, you're gonna realize that that plant is dead. Okay? And that your nurturing is not going anywhere. So your choice, air sign. Your choice. You can either sit here and dive into this icky energy of, what can happen, what's happening, who's looking, who's not, or you can sit here and focus your energy on this opportunity that's coming towards you. This opportunity, like maybe building up that energy of opportunity for yourself instead of focusing on all this other nonsense that's back here. That's gonna resolve itself all by itself. Like I can see it. It's all like by the time I think in 2 weeks you'll have a clear perspective about where that's gonna go. Because Mars moving into Taurus? Mars moving into Taurus. No, Cancer. Mars moving into Cancer. See, now I got my shit mixed up. Mars moving into Cancer is going to clear that up for you. Okay? So, air signs, be patient. Focus on your money. Anything that has to do with external, anything that has to do with love, anything that has to do with that, it's going to sort itself out in the next 2 weeks, or you'll have a better perspective. Allow yourself to view that perspective. Don't drown in your own mental thoughts. Just let things reveal itself. Okay? Focus on that money. I love you, air signs. Let me know if that resonated. I send you lots of love and kisses. Make sure to comment below. Let me know how you feel about it. All right, we're gonna move on. I got a lot of fire in that chart, so we're gonna do fire next because I got a lot of fire in that reading, and I'm curious to see how fire signs are feeling. So, hello, my beautiful fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sag, Mars. What? Mars. I keep saying Mars. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's do it. All right, maybe Mars too. I have my Leo in Mars. I have my Leo in Mars. And that just means that I'm very vocal and I'm very outspoken. And sometimes I get feisty, okay? Most of my chart is fire, okay? I love that. All right. Okay, right off the bat, without me even, we have freedom and health for my fire signs. I completely understand this energy. So as Mars moves into Cancer, my fire signs are going to be feeling a little bit restricted in their energy. My fire signs are going to be feeling like, really moody. You can't budge. My fire signs are going to be feeling some type of way about this Mars moving, and that energy ends around the 11th of June. It's my understanding. So long time in there. So we're going to be feeling a little bit stuck, but it's okay, because that gives my fire signs a time to focus on them, focus on their health, focus on things that when they're not normally, rushing through life, they can actually sit and work on, which is your health. Okay, and I love it. I mean, I think fire signs, we've been running crazy for the past few months. I think it's time to let other signs, okay, show up and do their thing. It's not always about us, okay? So let's see what we got. Some shadows. What do my fire signs not see coming? Aries, Leo, Sag. What do my fire signs not see coming? Oh, that just came out. I didn't even okay. Oh, 3 cards. Wow, y'all getting a lot. Okay. So, healing from heartache, the natural world needs you, and you see clairvoyance. Ooh. Okay, we got some shit. That's why fire signs been attacking me. Y'all got some shit to talk about. Okay. Okay, I got a message, but I actually want to. We're gonna take out some of the cards first. So, healing from heartache. I see some of y'all really acknowledging some kind of pain that y'all went through. It's like that's the clarity that you're gaining is the pain that you allowed yourself as a soul to go through. Okay, that is part of that. And then I do feel like there are certain elements around you or in your surroundings that are kind of helping you move through that thought process. I do like this. This feels very positive. This almost feels like the energy of someone who has the potential to be on edge about something, but you're kind of choosing to not dive into that. I feel that resistance. I kind of feel that polarity within y'all right now, fire signs, of wanting to run into or dive into that hurt, but at the same time steering clear. And it's like, I'm gonna observe it from back here. I acknowledge it. I know that I went through that, but I have to refocus myself over here. I feel that energy very strongly. And for some of you may be in the state where that's just starting to begin. Love you, babe. Hit me up, text me later. Some of you may be in the process where that may just start to begin. Okay, you may be putting yourself in that space where you're just starting to notice. If you feel yourself almost beginning to dive and drown in there, I would say if you can literally just change it by just shifting your focus. Okay, you can literally avoid that hole by just looking elsewhere. Shift the focus. Okay, that's gonna be, especially what we were just talking about earlier. It's funny because the cards are kind of confirmation for me for each sign. But that's gonna be a really big deal. My fire signs, y'all are really gonna struggle with next week, or y'all have the potential to struggle next week. We're not gonna do that though, right? We know better. We know better now. We are informed. We're not gonna do that. We are going to observe the energy. Okay, if we have to feel, we'll feel. Allow our emotions to go through. What we are not gonna do is we're not gonna feed those emotions. Okay, we're not gonna drown in what we're feeling. We don't do that anymore, because now we know that those emotions are not a part of us. They are external to us. Okay? Those emotions are external to us. 3D things that we have to deal with. We are part of the 3D. So, tell me about my fire signs. Tell me about my fire signs. Okay. I don't know where that came from. Electric. Yeah, mine's that really big. So be mindful that you're not projecting that need for freedom in areas where you don't need to be projecting that need for freedom, right? Sometimes we feel stuck in one place and we start looking for freedom in so many other places that we don't need to be looking for freedom in. Okay? This is a very weird way of me telling you what I'm talking about or trying to teach you what I'm talking about. But for example, someone who feels like they are trapped in their relationship, someone who feels like they lack independence in their relationship, will inadvertently seek freedom by seeking it in other people, right? To them, it's free to be able to dive into any partner if you're in a monogamous relationship. You know, to them, that's the rebellious act of freedom, is finding other partners because they don't feel free in their current monogamous relationship. Okay, whatever it is. But that's the concept that I'm saying. Be mindful of where you go searching for freedom. Okay, you might end up getting yourself into a lot more trouble if you go ahead and look for freedom in places that you have no business looking for freedom in. So just be mindful of what is the freedom that you seek. And how can you obtain those freedoms in a way that is not going to be detrimental to you later on, in a way that you won't regret later on. Look, regrets, 5 of Cups in reverse. Okay, regrets. The Wheel of Fortune, yo, different deck. I'm loving to see this. This is that transformative energy, that Pluto energy right here. Okay, this is also Capricorn. This is a lot of the signs here. This is the energy of 10, right? The completion. The wheel is now turning because something has come to completion. Page of Cups. For some of you, y'all may be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, particularly a Pisces. You may have Pisces in your chart. However, or you may just have a water placement in your chart. However, this could be a water placement in your Mercury. I have 6 planets in Sag. Oh, girl. Oh my God. I love it. I love my Sages. As a Gemini, Sages, you know, we're here. So, this could be a turn of events that brings in someone who wants to talk to you about emotions, okay? This could be also you opening up about an emotion, opening or communicating an emotion to someone who you've been wanting to communicate emotion to. It doesn't have to be about love, okay? Maybe you've been planning on doing a live and it's very passionate and it's emotion driven. It's something that you're very, passionate about, and you can deliver a message. To me, this is also, some of you may have Pisces or water placed children. If you do have water placement children, I feel like you'll be seeing some kind of turn of events in how you communicate emotionally with that child. It looks like that child is going to start to be feeling more forthcoming about emotions. I love that. If this is you, you're learning new things about your emotions. You're discovering new things about yourself and emotional depths that you didn't know you had. Well, I just said Sagittarius. Sagittarius just came out my mouth. 7. That message was for a Sag. 7 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. So y'all may have been put in a position where you were giving a lot of yourself. Some of you may have been giving a lot of yourself, particularly financially. Some of y'all may have been spreading money everywhere. Okay, there's a need for you to bring that into balance. Okay, there's a need for you to acknowledge where that money is going, balance out the scales. If you're giving too much, if you have younger beings, maybe it's a younger sibling, maybe you sponsor a parent in the sense that maybe you give your parents money, whatever the case may be. If you are in that space where you're kind of almost providing for someone else, mind that energy. Okay, allow the person the space to provide for themselves. Teach them how to be self-sufficient so that you are not giving so much of your energy. Obviously, if it's a toddler, it's a child, that's your responsibility, sure. But adult people, mind that. Could be dealing with a Libra. I also see this transformation where you are making money. This is not for all of you. Some of you are beginning to make money by speaking emotion. It's something about you speaking of offering messages of emotion that it's like you're feeding that to people, and that brings in money for you. I love that. I love that. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, I feel like I see some growing up. If you have water placement children, or children that have water placements in their chart. Hello, hi love. You just missed the air sign reading. If you have children that have water placement in their charts, or you are a water parent, okay, let's say you have water placements, you're a fire sign with water placements, you may be seeing a transformation in how your kid communicates emotion with you. Super important. Wow, completion. Y'all keep having this energy of 10, the number 10 coming up. Very important number. Again, karmic number of karmic completions, thing coming to an end. But now you have completion. 4. Guess what? 44. Okay? I love to see these types of synchronicities. So to me, the 4 of Wands is, where do we go from here? It's the energy of what's next. Okay, so for some of you fire signs, you're embarking in this, and it's funny because it's coming with the Wheel of Fortune, right? So there's this transition. Perhaps this transition brings you, perhaps the wheel turns. Okay, so for some of you, I'm seeing that the wheel turns. It brings you to this space where you get to finalize things and you get to kind of lay things to rest, and you feel a sense of accomplished. You feel there's something here, fire signs, that's bringing you a sense of accomplishment for the end of next week. Maybe it's a project that comes to fruition. Maybe it's something that you finally get to cross off your list. Okay, something here feels super like complete. Now, with regards to the lessons that we are learning, right? With regards to these lessons, if we look at how these tie into these lessons, some of you may be feeling tight, or like your independence may be rocked when it comes to certain things that you feel you are attached to financially. I feel like for some of you, it is about financial health. For some of you, it is about financial freedom. For others of you, it's about how you feel financially tied to other people and that you need to like let go of those ties. That's a big message for some of you, is really cutting off those, because that's really playing into your need for control. Because you can't control what other people are doing. You can only control how you react to things and how you do things. So it's a time for you to start picking your power back up from wherever the hell you left it, fire signs. I don't know where you left that shit, but you have a new start coming. You have the wheel is turning in your favor. So allow it to turn, let loose leaves fall, right? And embrace the completion. Pay attention to your children if you have them, and be mindful of your energy and where you're placing it. Okay, be mindful of where you're giving, especially financially. okay? Especially financially. Next week, fire signs, it's very risky. I had said that earlier. Very risky for financials. Again, you can either be a millionaire or you can be broke next week. You choose. Fire signs, y'all love to be risky. That's why I'm telling y'all. Y'all love to take some risks. I love me some risks. I can't tell you how many. This is why I don't gamble. This is why I don't go to casinos, okay? Listen, we all have our things. Don't judge me. I don't go to casinos because I don't know when to stop. I get cocky, right? My first few times, I'm like, yeah, you know, because I'm not thinking about it. But when I start to get cocky and I'm like, I got this, you know, blah, blah, blah. Then I start losing. And then I'm like, God damn it. You know, you don't do that here. So just be careful, my beautiful fire signs. I love y'all. I'm sending y'all so much love. Okay, oh, I keep forgetting to do the Starseed reading. My Starseed, my galactic beings are gonna be pissed. They're gonna be mad at me. They'll be like, sis, you forgot us a million times today. How do you call this a Starseed reading and you don't let the Starseeds come through? My fault. Alright. Ooh, I got the message of yes. Alright, let me see. Earth. Wow. Learning how to be human. You're in the world, but you're not of it. Ooh. Ooh. I love that. So we're going to repeat that one because I want y'all to see the picture. So, learning how to be human, right? You're in the world, but you're not of it. Earth. Absolutely. So the Starseed message is for you to ground. Okay, earth yourself, ground yourself, and absolutely because of what's happening. And that's why I'm telling you, if you're earthed, if you're grounded, you can allow yourself to just, you can allow the wheels to just turn peacefully and not try to control the outcome. Okay, it'll be a lot better. Okay, it'll come a lot quicker too because you're not creating resistance or blocks. You're not getting in your own way. Fire signs, our impulsivity makes us get in our own way a lot of times. We jump the gun one too many times. Chill out. Have a drink. Have a smoke. And let the world handle what it's got to handle. Okay? It's fine. It's moving in your favor anyway. You're good. You're good. All right, my beautiful fire signs. Comment below. Let me know if it resonated with you. I love you so much. I'm sending you so much love. Let the universe give you what it wants to give you. Those presents it's got, it's coming your way, okay? So, my last, but not least, my freaking water signs. Where y'all at? Where y'all at, my water signs? Because I'm a Cancer moon up in here. I'm a Cancer moon up in here. Where y'all at? I want to see where am I at? How many water signs I got here right now? How many water signs do I have here right now? I want to know. I be hyped for my water signs. My water signs be having the juiciest readings. Air signs and water signs have the juiciest readings all the time. All the time with the juice. Look at air signs. Air signs had some juice earlier. Like, I'm like, okay, air sign out here with these energies, these priorities. Venus and Pisces. Ooh, damn, girl. Yo, your future partner has to have like the emotional depth of the ocean. Of the ocean, okay? Yes, my beautiful water signs. Hello. Oh, adversity for my water signs. I love that. I love this because with Mars moving into Cancer, this is going to be a really big deal. We were talking about how sensitive everyone's going to be. And you know what? Cancers, y'all going to be chilling, my Cancerians. Y'all going to be chilling. And y'all actually, I think, so my Cancerians are probably going to thrive once Mars moves into Cancer. In the beginning, my Cancerians are going to be in a very fuck off kind of mood and be like, don't talk to me. So if Cancer start to go, if you know any Cancerians and they start to kind of come in here, all right, and start to kind of isolate, leave them alone. Leave them alone. They are protecting their space and they are creating a safe space for themselves, okay? Don't drag Cancers anywhere. So your lesson is in adversity, my water signs. Adversity, okay? I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Water signs. Water signs. Sometimes, okay, sometimes we get so caught up in how we feel about a situation. We get so attached to how we feel that when someone challenges how we feel, we take it as an attack, okay? Or we take it personal sometimes. We take it real personal when somebody tells us, no, it's this way, okay? We're like, no, we're emotionally attached to that way, okay? Put yourself in the position to accept challenges that are coming your way right now. Take them head on. Face them. Instead of being emotional, okay? For example, prime example. I don't know if it's a good one, but this is the best one I got. I have this crystal. God is trying to take this crystal away from me. The crystal's about to fall and break. I don't know, whatever. They're trying to take the crystal away from me. I want this crystal so damn bad. I'm so emotionally attached. But there's something better for me. Right? There's something better for me. I don't know about it, but there's something better for me. And they're coming to take it away so that I can receive that. But I'm so emotionally attached. And they're like, listen, let me tell you that there's something better than that. And I'm like, no, there's nothing better than what I have. Right here, this is it. If you get stuck in that energy of, you know, this is what I have, this is it, this is, if you get emotionally attached, you shouldn't be getting emotionally attached to any person, place, or thing. You are a sovereign being. We say this all the time. Okay? Water is ever flowing, ever moving. Water does not stop. And even with blockages, water finds a way to break through. Oh, hello, beautiful. Perfect timing for the water signs. Water has a way to break through. Beautiful. Pisces, Sun, Cancer, rising. Oh, wow. I love that. Super, super in tune with emotions. That's beautiful. So, water, a lot of times Cancerian, I keep saying Cancerians. I'm talking to a Cancer. I'm talking to a Cancer. A lot of times water signs create their own blocks because of their attachments and their emotions and the things that they seek to have. Okay, but the moment we remember that we're water, we're moving, we don't have blocks. And if there are blocks, we continue to pound on it until it breaks. That's what water does. Water just continues until it deteriorates, and boom, water can go. So if someone comes with a challenging idea this week, maybe it challenges your morals, maybe it challenges how you think, how you feel, how you've been looking at something. Take a step back, okay? It may get you a little riled up, and that's okay. Let it rile you up. But take a step back and think about it. Get your emotions off. You know, push your emotions aside a little bit. Use this mercurial energy. Remember I said we can use it for good or for bad. Use this mercurial energy to be logical about what's being said. Is there any truth in what's being said? Just because there's truth in what's being said doesn't mean that you have to make that your truth. It just means that that's a different perspective that exists, right? And I think a lot of times when we get hung up on something emotionally, we forget that other people have other emotions. They're entitled to feel how they want to feel as well, okay? And how we play with those emotions is going to be key this week for our beautiful water signs, okay? How do you play with these emotions? Can you be logical about these emotions? Once Mars starts creeping into the water sign, can we maintain our fluidity? Okay, all of that came out from that one card. Yeah. Okay, what's in the shadows for my beautiful water signs? What's in the shadows? Wow, that just popped out. Calm amid the chaos. Ooh, and it's all water. Didn't I say that? Calm amid the chaos. I love that. Again, objectivity, right? And this is 5. So this could be, to me, this is like maintaining objectivities during times of very heavy storms. Like making sure that you're remaining objective. Like, let's say there are people in your family that are maybe going back and forth. okay, about something. Remain objective. Don't be emotional about it. Be the person that remains objective. Allow yourself to just see things for what they are. This has to do with something that's causing change. So this may be difficult to detach from. This could be something that's going to be difficult for you to detach from, but it could also be something that is necessary for you to detach from. So pay attention, okay? But this is asking you to remain calm. I think it's funny that your lesson is about accepting challenges, and what you don't see coming is that you need to remain calm. So I do feel like some of you may be confronted about something this week, or there may be some kind of energy coming up where you may have to have some kind of difficult conversation with someone. I'm not sure yet. We'll take a look, but that's what it's looking like right now. What else can you tell me? Wow, Two of Cups. I'm not taking this one. The Queen of Cups is at the bottom. I love to see it. Tell me more about my beautiful water signs. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any other placements that they're watching. The Empress. She's definitely, I mind my business and I sit over here. This is very Cancerian. Very Cancerian. Also very Taurus. Okay, also very Venusian, reminds me of Venus. Handling things with love and care. Okay, handling things with love of herself and protecting herself. So it's funny, right? Because when I'm thinking about this and I see it, that's exactly what I was seeing when I got this card, was that the water placement's just sitting in the center of chaos, but you're very regal in the center of chaos, right? Because the Empress has this higher knowledge. The Empress is connected. She knows there's more to whatever petty shit is going on right now, right? To whatever's happening. She knows there's a rising above. There's something after that. And that's what she's waiting for, right? The Empress is patiently waiting for what she knows is her outcome that's going to benefit her. So she doesn't get involved. She doesn't allow the attack to penetrate, right? She just sits there and says, okay. What else you got? What else you got? I can see that. The Two of Cups wanted to come out earlier. I have to take it. And then the Four of Cups. So for some of you, this could be regarding a union. This could be regarding another person, maybe a Gemini. Could also have Leo in their chart. Also Virgo. So to me, and it goes from the 3 to the 2. So, okay, some of you, when it comes to relationship, some of you may be dealing with a situation where someone feels like they lost the cup, like they lost the union that they could have had. There's someone, it's almost like, I don't want to say regret, but it feels like they're just mulling it over. There's a mulling over, and I see you here on Empress High Horse, okay? On Empress High Horse, and it's like, you could have had it. You could have had it, right? Okay? Very low vibrational. That happens sometimes. But you're standing in your high horse. I also see this as you possibly saying no to something that you thought you wanted for a very long time. The opportunity finally presents itself, and you're kind of like, I'll wait. I think something better is coming. Okay, I see some of y'all saying you'll wait on an opportunity that you waited for. Three of Cups. There's a lot of group activity happening here, a lot of collaboration happening here. I do see some kind of celebration. I almost feel like because you held out, you get something better, and there's a celebration to that. It could be because you didn't get in the way of this adversity, because you didn't get involved in all this stuff. You kind of come out on the different way. It's kind of like the universe rewards you for how you reacted in this space. I love to see it. First, birthdays, absolutely. I do see some birthdays coming up. This water sign, so this would be Cancerian energy. So next water sign is Cancer. Some of y'all may be planning some kind of very big events. I will say that this event may bring a love offer with it. Those of you who may be planning any big things for your birthday, I do see that there may be a love offer that comes in with that planning. Like y'all may meet somebody in the midst of that. That's really cool. Hello, hi. We got 333 here on the table. I love to see it. If y'all have been seeing 333, it has shown up. So the element of 3 to me is coming into collaboration with people that are doing the same thing that you're doing and that you know can take you to places that you want to go. Okay, so for those of you, my beautiful water signs, some of y'all may be meeting other people, or some of y'all may be working with people who are doing what it is that you want to do, things that you really see yourself doing. And there's an encouragement right now from the universe for you to kind of peek at how you network with these people. It's almost like ooh, and my throat chakra's going off. Hold on. So for some of you, there may have been, I'm seeing some of you involved in a group of people. Some of you may have had an idea that you've been meaning to vocalize to a group of people and you haven't. And it's like you've been thinking about saying this idea and you've been keeping it to yourself. I don't know why, because this idea actually elevates the relationships between all persons, and it will take all of you to a different level of collaboration. So if you are a water sign and you have been sitting on an idea that you need to vocalize to other people, or that you feel like you want to present to somebody else, this is your green light. Go for it. Okay, it's gonna take you higher. It's going to take you and all parties involved higher. There will be something to celebrate after that. You have the divine protection and the divine green light to go. Okay. Woo. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to get a mermaid card for y'all. Because I have to do my mermaids for my water signs. Hello. Hello. Hi. All right. I love that. I feel like some of y'all are really just like... I see somebody coming back trying to make amends with water signs. Like, oh, hey, this cup. And I feel like you're just sitting here like, maybe not. Like, maybe not. It's so funny the way that I see y'all in my head. It's like, it's that little like asshole-y Scorpio vibe that I'm getting. I love it. Or like the Cancerian, like, yeah, maybe not. All right, time out. So the message from your mermaids is time out, awareness, contemplation, solitude, alone time. I think this is that feeling that we were talking about of y'all wanting to withdraw, y'all wanting to fall into these waves of emotion that are coming up, especially when Mars moves into Cancer. You know, I do feel like anytime anyone is being challenged and they're forced to look at things from a different perspective, there is a need to take this time out. There is a need to take this time to contemplate and think and integrate with the new information that has come across and see if this is information that resonates with you, right? Is this a challenge that you need to face, or is this really, you know, somebody else's challenge? Do you need to put yourself to the side and let other things resolve themselves so that you don't get involved, right? Water signs, we're very intuitive. We love very, very hard. We want the best for every single person around us. And we almost want to be emotional rescuers to those who we surround ourselves with. And it's like, because we know how to handle our emotions so well, when we see other people drowning in emotions, we want to dive and we want to help and we want to drag them out of the water. And if there's a situation around you that's bringing challenges to you, if there's something that you're feeling that's challenging, if you feel like there's some kind of storm or chaos that you are about to be drawn in or that you are already in, there's a need for you to take a time out. For real, for real. Put the brakes. Put the brakes. Okay, I would say more sit in the Empress mode, okay? Sit in this Empress mode. Allow yourself to just be in this Empress mode. And to me, the number 3 is working in collaboration. So focus on your collaborations instead. Focus on redirect that energy on, you know, making new friends. If this is like a friend thing or a family thing, redirect your position in meeting new people, and that in itself will change the energy around you, because now you're bringing in fresh energy, you're bringing in new energy, and this energy will have no choice but to move itself away. Okay, it's gonna have to resolve itself. It always does. So unless it directly involves you, like, don't do it. Just don't get involved. Work on your collaborations and your friends. Okay, I love it. I love to see it. I love you, my beautiful water signs. I'm sending so much love, so much protection. Okay, I'm congratulating you in advance for this thing that you're gonna speak up about that's gonna bring you all this success. Congratulations. Okay, I love to see it. I love you.